Hey guys, if you want to access your local N8N from anywhere in the world, this video is for you. For this purpose, we will be using Cloudflare Tunnels. It is a free service that we can use. For our local setup, at least in my case, I am using Docker in a Windows machine, but in general, you can use Docker in Linux and it should work the same way. So let's start and get into it. This is under the assumption that you already have your N8N running in your local computer. In my case, I am using Docker. So I have some instances running here because I was doing a different test for my previous video, but in this case, N8N is deployed as part of it. It is here. This is the port. I have a sample workflow here just to show. And then once we have N8N running in our computer, we can go to Cloudflare. You may need to create an account, a free account. So as you can see, I already have an account, a domain registered that I bought here in Cloudflare. You can find a very cheap domain and use it for this purpose, and then you will be accessing your N8N using that domain. Once you have a domain name, if you bought the domain in a different place like GoDaddy or anywhere, you can just connect your domain here, and then it will appear something like mine here in the Cloudflare dashboard. Once you are here, you can click here, Zero Trust. Go to Zero Trust, and it will take you to the one-dash-cloudflare.com. Now, once we are in the Cloudflare dashboard for Zero Trust, we go to the Network tab. You click Tunnel, Add Tunnel. You select Cloudflare recommended. Here you can assign a name, Docker N8N Tunnel, for example. Then save. Here you click Docker. I will copy this URL as it is because, I will refresh it anyways. Then once you have this, you click Next. Here, subdomain, you can type, let me see, what do I get? Let me get the domain first, adecoder.com. Subdomain, I will use N8N_local. Type HTTP. Here, this is important step. I will show you something later, but this is important. This is the URL that you have to use. So it is N8N567A if you specify that port when you set up N8N. I will explain something later, but this is for now. You click complete and you are all set in terms of this part. Okay, now that we have our tunnel set up, we can go back to our portainer to check how to create the connection from the Docker side. Instead of using the command that they gave us, I'm creating a compose file because I think this is more organized. You just need to paste your token in here and run it. So one thing, this is not a correct way of doing it. I'm just doing this for the purpose of the video, putting the token here, but you should put it into an M file in a way that you don't expose this token in the compose file. But this is just for the purpose of the video. So you have like this. You update the stack, you run it, it starts. Now you can go to the containers, you will see it in here. We need to check the logs, and it says that the connection is all set. So we can go back here, and this is our Docker tunnel. This is our tunnel, and this is the URL that we specified that we want to use, the subdomain plus the domain.com. And as you can see, it doesn't work. So you might be asking why it doesn't work, and the answer is very simple. It will take a while. The answer is very simple. So let's go back here, go to your container, go to the Cloudflare container, and here you really need to make sure that your Cloudflare container is in the same network as your N8N Docker. So my network, the one that I created for my Docker, is this one. So if I specify that one and I join that network, and I just want to delete this Cloudflare, I don't need it. Now it is connected only to my N8N network. Let's go back. And as you can see, it is now loading, and you can log in into your N8N. You have N8N from anywhere in the world that you want to use it. So, and that's it, guys. So what do you think about it? I think the steps are very simple, but it is at the same time very useful if you connect it this way. You can just use it from anywhere, and you can use many subdomains for different services if you want to. So please leave it in the comments. What do you think about it, and what would you do different if you create it from scratch?